Today I'm going to be building an indestructible tech fortress. So this fortress is like made out of tech. Obviously it's going to be like in the corner of the map in Volguero. I chose Volguero because the Volguero doesn't have oceans on the side, it has walls. So I can kind of just put it up against the walls you can see on the footage. So basically I'm putting it in the wall so that way they can only come in from one direction. By the way, this is for PvP, obviously somebody raiding the base. This is to protect from that. So this footage is just obviously me building the main structure of it. And obviously I have it built into the wall, so I only have to build the front walls here. But also I built this thing in the Arctic, so that way obviously it's cold, just in case, you know, the people that are raiding will die from the cold, unless they bring fur obviously, but just a bunch of different things. So this base is going to be filled with traps and dinosaurs and literally everything. I don't want any dinosaur to be able to get through here. I don't want anybody to be able to get through. So obviously I fenced this off with tech gates. Obviously those are pretty strong and powerful. So later in the video, I'm going to be trying to raid the base by myself. So if you want to see me try to destroy the base, then you can, you know, stay tuned for that. But as you can see, I'm just continuing to build these walls here, and I make sure to turn off auto open, so if I walk past them, they just don't automatically open, because then that would kind of defeat the purpose of the base. So obviously these walls aren't going to be the only protection. I'm going to have some other things inside. The wall is kind of just like a little bait. Makes you think there's nothing in there, but in reality, the inside is what's the harmful part, or the hard part to get past. I'm going to be filling it with dinosaurs, bear traps, I don't know, every kind of tripwire hook I can, every basically trap or trick in the game. A bunch of nasty dinosaurs, you could say, ones that everyone hates. So I've got this little tech turrets, all kinds of tech turrets. I filled this inside with lights, so you can obviously see. And by the way, this thing looks really cool at night. I got a force field around the main base. And here I start filling it up with tripwire hooks. So these are the narcotic ones. These will knock you out if you go over them. And then I just start placing bear traps literally every like 5 centimeters. So that way, I'm basically coming in here with any dinosaur is just going to get you caught in those bear traps. And it's going to be super annoying, which is exactly what I want. I build a little hatch on the top, and of course I trap it with all the traps that I have, which is nice. And we've kind of finished the main work. I think I'm pretty much done with this base. So as you can see, this is the outer wall. Obviously this is the wall to protect anyone from getting inside. You can obviously break into that. Not relatively easy. You're gonna need some pretty powerful stuff to break through, but once you get through is where the fun starts, I guess you could say. So the first lines of defense is we have plenty of large bear traps. These are enough to capture a giga, or stop a giga in its tracks. So the only thing they probably couldn't capture is a Bronto and a Titanosaur, which is probably not going to be the main focus of their army. So basically, we got these traps all across the little map here. So also we have tech turrets scattered around, filled with their ammunition, ready to fire at any person. Right here is the outside generator, protected by walls and protected by a turret on the top. So this thing obviously protects the generator that generates all these outside ones on the ground. There's a ton of bear traps here, but if we get into the main base, as you can see, there's a full force field, and actually I'm going to turn it on. Alright, so the force field has turned on, and as you can see, it's pretty dope, and it definitely protects a lot of stuff from busting in. Obviously, a lot of firepower, you can't just shoot it with literally anything, so that force field is definitely good, and I got it on the maximum radius, and yes. And as you probably noticed, the ceiling is lined with turrets. This is basically to stop anybody from getting in. I don't exactly know what could not die from this amount of turrets. Probably a Titan.
Foreshadowing is a narrative device in which suggestions or warnings about events to come are dropped or planted.
This is probably the only thing that could survive this. But I don't know. I guess we'll see. Right in here is our Dimorphodon trap. As you can see, a lot of Dimorphodons. If they break this, or if I open it by opening it, they will swarm out, and of course they can deal damage to even if you're on a mount, so that'll be kind of useful, you know. So this is the footage of me raiding the base. So the first thing I do is kind of come up to the area and try to C4 it. So obviously C4 is the main thing of explosive. Put like 5 C4 on it, doesn't break. Do it another time, of course it breaks. All the dinosaurs are mad, so I send the gigas in, of course. I only have an army of like 10 gigas and a mech. Don't want to go too hard just to see. And my game immediately started lagging a ton. It was going like 1 frame a second. It was pretty awful. The base was like completely lagging out the game. Eventually it stopped because I killed all the dinosaurs, and then I started planting the force field with C4, and of course it didn't work. I tried all kinds of different things, and including the Gigas, I can't even speak, and they did absolutely nothing. They just ran their faces into the force field, which is not particularly useful. Started bombing the surface, and that wasn't very good until I eventually broke it using cheats, and I instantly died like that. Come back a little bit later, and of course I have to get my stuff back, so I sneak in, and I guess I didn't realize that my body got blown back, but I thought it was going to kill me, but it didn't. I managed to get out alive, and I kind of tried to test the power of it with my mech, and as you can see, it's pretty powerful. I tried bombing it with the shells, and that did absolutely nothing. This tech stuff is absolutely ridiculously strong. I didn't realize how strong it was until I did this. And of course I tried to ram in there, and yeah, that was not very good. Last round 2, brought a Titanosaur in, and yeah, I can just see how it goes from here. That kind of stuff. Oh my gosh, it's draining some health. You ever seen how much health the Titanosaur has? Right. Oh my. Alright. That's gonna be it for this video. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, make sure to leave a like and also subscribe. Thanks for watching, and bye.